Hello beautiful people and welcome to Yoga with Sacha. Today I'm going to be doing a quick sequence to get us feeling ready for spring. So get in something super comfy and I will see you on the mat. Namaste. So spring is an amazing time of year. The flowers are coming out, the sun is shining. So let's just take a moment to set an intention. And if you like, you can set an intention not just for this class, but also for the whole season of spring. Just close your eyes and see if there's any goal. Anything that you would love to bring more of into your life. Or maybe something you'd like to let go of. And if you wish, you can just dedicate this practice to that, to whatever that is for you. So with this intention in your heart, come up to standing on the front of your mat and we'll make our way up into some sun salutations, because of course one of the best things about spring is the fact that we suddenly start to get so much more light. So we can stand either with our feet together or with our feet hip distance apart. We're going to spread out our toes, pressing down through the four corners of our feet, rooting down through our legs even as we stretch up to the sky. We can look up through our hands, leaning backwards ever so slightly if that feels good to us, and then diving forwards, we can come into a forward fold. So this is our first one of the day. You might want to play with just bending your legs one at a time, getting comfy, finding your way into the pose. And from here you can place your hands either side of your feet, press your right foot up and back, coming into lunge. Heart is open here, shoulders rolling away from the ears. We can press down through our hands, walking our left foot up and back until we come into a plank pose. Holding this, we can bend the knees and place them on the ground if this is too strong. I'm going to move quite quickly through these sun salutations to give us a little bit of energy. So if you're still holding on, then stay there for another 3, 2, and 1. Knees, chest and chin can come down to the mat. We can lay the tops of our toes down on the mat, and as we inhale, arching our back up into our first cobra. Exhaling, bringing it all the way down, tucking the toes under, pressing through the hands, and making our way back into our downward facing dog. We can pedal our feet, reaching through our arms, feeling full extension through our back, working out any clicky points in our heels or ankles, enjoying the stretch, and then looking between the hands, we can bring our right foot forwards, our left knee can come to the ground, we're back in our horse rider's pose. Taking a deep breath in here and then pressing through your front foot and back toes to walk your left foot forwards, and we're back in that forward fold. Keeping it moving again so we don't have to stay still. Spring is a time of lots of change, lots of movement, so you can work with that today in your practice. Keeping your head and neck very relaxed. Pressing through your feet and inhaling to reach up overhead, up towards the sky. Exhaling, your hands come to your heart center. Calling to mind your intention, your goal for this spring. And then again, inhaling, arms come up. Head can look up to the sky if the neck feels okay with that. Exhaling, diving forwards. Inhaling, this time we come up halfway with a flat back. Exhaling, making our way all the way down. Now forward fold, keeping it moving. This time, rooting the hands, we bring the left foot back. Left knee comes to the ground. Horse rider's pose, aiming to keep our front knee on top of our ankle. And notice if you're still pressing with the four corners of at least your front foot, or is it starting to roll out onto one edge or the other. Rooting down through your hands, walking your right foot back into a plank pose. Bringing the crown of the head as far away from your tailbone as possible. Bending your knees if you need to, and holding if you can for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees, chest, chin. We come down onto the mat. Inhaling, laying the tops of the feet down. Coming up to our cobra. Exhaling, bringing it all the way down, bowing to earth. Tucking your toes under. Making your way to your downward facing dog. Pressing those heels back. Enjoying that stretch through your shoulders. Inhaling, you can walk your left leg forwards between your hands, coming to one final horse riders pose. Bringing the shoulders away from the ears, lifting your heart. Tucking your pelvis under ever so slightly here to deepen the stretch. You can tuck your right toes under if they aren't already, and walk that right leg forwards, back in our forward fold. Again, moving it a little bit from one side to the other. And then when you're ready this time, instead of bending the knees and coming up with a flat back, we're going to roll up, starting from the base of the spine, feeling like a little seed, a little acorn, blossoming for the spring. Tucking your pelvis under and letting the head and neck be the very, very last things to come back up. Again, bringing your hands to your heart center. Noticing if you can feel a bit more energy moving around your body after that practice. Bringing your intention into your mind again. What do you want this spring? So now we're going to make our way down to the mat. We're going to do some back bends to give us some energy. So spring can be a really amazing time of year for lots of us. Lots of us experience SAD, SAD, where due to the lack of sunlight in the winter and the lack of vitamin D, your mood can start to take a real dip and your energy can start to take a real dip. So spring is amazing because it can really start to change that and to allow you to start to feel more energy and more vitality. So we're going to come into a few back bends that again enhance that effect. You can bring our elbows underneath our shoulders and start off with a simple Sphinx pose. So you can substitute any of the other back bends that we're doing today with this pose. This might really be enough for you today. And if you really focus on coming out of the shoulders instead of dropping into them, still thinking about shining the front of your chest, kind of forwards and up slightly. Spreading your fingers, pressing down through the knuckles of the fingers to help to take the weight out of your shoulders. And coming into a very deep but supported back bend here. So I love this one. It's one of my favourites. Really, really good for most people, for most body types. I'm going to exhale, making a little pillow with our hands. I'm going to wiggle my mat a little bit. And just taking a moment to completely unwind. We're not going to spend too long down there, otherwise I'll fall asleep. So we're going to bring our elbows back underneath our shoulders. And this time we can either stay right here in Sphinx pose, or if you're up for a little bit more of a challenge, you can bring your heels towards your sit bones. Heels towards your sit bones, feeling a deep stretch in the back and through the tops of your legs here. So allowing your breath to be deep, still working on coming up out of your shoulders, not dropping down towards the ground, pressing through the forearms, keeping the whole of your front body active, supporting your back body through this pose. And as you exhale, dropping your heels maybe a little bit closer towards your sit bones. Exhaling, coming all the way down, pillow with the hands, and this time you can bring your head in the opposite direction. Taking at least 3 deep breaths here. have a few options here, so we can stay in Sphinx pose, we can come to the version that we just did just then, or we can come into a full Dhanurasana, upward facing bow pose. We can start with the forehead on the ground, bringing the heels towards the sit bones, holding onto the ankles with the hands, and then as you exhale, lifting up, lifting your legs off the ground, pulling your legs away from your body with your hands, and pulling your legs towards your body. Let me rephrase that. Pulling your legs away from your body, even as you bring your legs towards your body with your hand. So there's a genuine resistance there between my ankles and my hands. Working both the arms and the legs fully. Lifting the legs up towards the sky even more if you can. Lifting your heart even more if you can. Listening to your body, listening to your back. Not straining, but taking yourself really to the edge of your comfortable limit. When you're ready to come out of it, exhaling, coming all the way down to the ground. Pillow with the hands, have a well-deserved rest here. Inhaling, coming back up, pressing through onto your knees. We're going to come to a little bit of a puppy. So bring your arms forward here and allow your heart to melt down towards the ground. Letting your breath come all the way down to the base of your spine. Inhaling, pressing through the forearms, walking the hands in a little bit. And this time we're going to inhale, lifting our right arm up towards the sky. Coming to a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a twist. Taking one more deep breath in here. And as you exhale, bringing your right arm under. Bringing your right shoulder towards the mat. Inhaling, bringing your hand in, slowly making your way back up onto all fours. And again, rooting down through your right hand this time. You're going to lift your left hand up towards the sky. Stretching, opening your heart out to the side of the space that you're in. One more deep breath here. And as you next exhale, threading your left hand under your right. And again, coming to a little twist. You can bring your right arm forwards. Bringing your left ear to the mat. Enjoying this twist. One more deep breath. Bringing your right hand in, pressing through it to come up onto all fours. And this time we make our way over into our back. So spring is also a time when the body naturally goes through a process of detoxification. So we can enhance this with yoga by doing lots of twist poses, giving our internal organs a good squeeze, and allowing some extra blood flow, some extra oxygen to reach the deepest parts of our body. So we're going to cross our right leg over our left, bumping our hips a little bit over to the right, and as we exhale, dropping our knees down to the left. What's important here is that we try and keep our right shoulder blade on the ground So rather than rolling with it, we're really keeping both of the backs of the shoulders on the ground and allowing the legs to drop as far as they want to go. When we've done as much as we want to with our legs, we can turn our head to look over our right fingers, coming into a beautiful twist. Inhaling, head comes back up to center. Pressing through backs of hands, legs come back up to center. Uncrossing your legs. Bringing your hips back to the middle. Keeping your arms out. This time we're going to cross the left leg over the right, bumping our hips to the left and dropping our knees to our right. Again, first bringing the legs down as far as you can while still keeping the left shoulder blade on the ground. And then if you feel comfortable too, bringing your head to look over your left hand. You can close your eyes here, making sure that you're breathing really deeply to enhance the benefits of this pose. Every exhalation being a detoxification. And after one more deep breath, pressing through the backs of your hands, lifting your legs, slowly bringing your head back to center, uncrossing your legs, shifting yourself back to being in the middle of your mat, and here you can end in your shavasana. So you can have feet mat width apart, knees drop together, or you can have your legs down on the mat width apart, palms facing up, whichever variation you do, as a symbol of receiving the energy from the universe. So I invite you to take a moment here and take a second to work with a little gratitude practice. So for every breath in, think of something that you feel grateful for. And for every breath out, think of something you feel grateful for. They could be tiny little things, or they could be really big things in your life. Just find something that you can feel a sense of appreciation or gratitude for. So you can stay here for as long as you like. Before you end the session, I invite you to think one more time of your intention, bringing that to mind before you step off your mat and back out into the world, and maybe following upon any ideas that you have about how you can help to bring that into your life. So stay here for as long as you need. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. Feel free to subscribe, to share, or to like. It helps me to keep going with these videos, keep making more. I love to hear your thoughts. I thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.